today, basically, we're going to go out to the center of several hotspots, sightings in this area, and see what we can see, hear what we can hear, and gather what evidence we can. We'll bring it to you. Well, in terms of Sasquatch research, you have to branch off into other researches as well. It's not just we're just going to research Sasquatch and that's it. No, there's a big picture approach you've got to kind of take into hand here. Ecology, biology. I've even researched things like primatology to try to figure out how, like, a 7-foot tall, 1,000-pound primate is going to live out in the woods. And, well, you got to figure, if a grizzly can, then why not? Well, it's basically an arboreal rainforest, really, and large primates, well, that requires a high dietary intake and a versatile food source. And these things, believe you me, have the means to acquire anything. Blackberries, even some roots and tubers that you can pull out of the ground. If you're curious about what edibles are out in these woods, there's classes on what to take. Mushrooms you can eat, that sort of thing. So if you're not too peckish or picky, yeah, it's all there for you. Small hibernating rodents. Salmon during the runs here, especially when the salmon runs are happening up and down the Nooksack, is when you'll get sightings reports spiking. So the salmon is to their liking, and meat is definitely part of the menu. They're theorized to be able to be eating, like, deer. They can catch a deer. There've been a few sightings reports of them actually running up on one, twisting the neck, throwing it over the shoulder, and continuing without missing a step. And a guy had it, I'm going to use the scope here as a prop for that one, but he had it in a scope and he was ready to fire, then all of a sudden the big guy came along, out. And the guy's like, I just bought a tag for that too. There it is again. It's so weird. I didn't expect, you know, sometimes when you start talking about these things, they notice you back. They have been sighted in family groups too. Sometimes a mother, father, one or two young, and even a grandparent or two hanging around in what groups of Sasquatch I call tribes. And it turns out the Native Americans call them tribes too when they're seen in groups like that. This is one of the examples of equipment here because a lot of it takes place at night. You're dealing with a nocturnal primate. So a night vision scope is good. Like this one here is a Night Owl Luna Optics night vision camera. It's not just the having of the equipment though, it's knowing how to take care of it. And I was really impressed to see that this was on. You can't believe how many of these things are just ruined by leaving them out in daylight and ruining the night vision scope. I brought a bag of equipment here. A lot of it's pretty low budget, Goodwill type budget, but tried and true. Notebook, take notes. This is probably my most expensive piece of equipment here. It's a trail cam. Operates at nighttime just as well as it does daytime. Can take pictures and short video. And since you're out in the woods, a compass. I've got a lot of other stuff here. You smell something? Another thing about Sasquatch is that smell that they emit, kind of a dirty sock, rotten smell type thing to it. These binoculars, small but effective. Hat to keep the sun off your head. And these are really nice. They clip onto the bill of your hat. Light is wherever you need it. So that is just some of it there. You're not going to take a Pinto up in these woods. No. My best bigfooting rig was a Jeep, 1987 Jeep Cherokee. Rickety, rattly, rusty, but it got me to where I needed to go. Yeah, we could go up to one of these Bigfoot hotspots, try to triangulate between a few sightings and try to centralize right in the middle of it. That's one of my preferred approaches. I think we're going to go ahead and go up there and see if we can get us a Bigfoot. Or maybe one will get us. I don't like wandering around for too long lost.
Where might these hotspots be?
Eastern Whatcom County is a good one. Up and down the north and south fork of the Nooksack, Maple Falls, Glacier.
Whoa!